InTheRingBoxing.com.
What's the deal, fight fans? Once again, we return with the InTheRingBoxing.com podcast show. We have on the line joining us for the third time on the show, undefeated super middleweight prospect, Vladine Biosse. Vlad, thanks for coming on the show, man.
Appreciate the love, man. It's a pleasure, coming back on every time and letting the people know what's going on and what we doing with this, man.
Yes, sir. So next Saturday, May 6th at Foxwoods, you're scheduled to headline that fight card. Originally, it was supposed to be against Saul Duran, but the latest report that I heard was you're going to have a change of opponent. What's going on? Do you have a confirmed opponent?
We have supposed to be this Russian kid. I can't really point. I can't really say the name. I don't even know the name. But my understanding before actually I watched him fight on the Berto and undercard.
Okay.
In Foxwoods a couple weeks back. Decent fighter. Is well skilled. Actually, he beat the Haitian Olympian that night, which was undefeated. So the kid could fight, but the thing is going in there with guys that can fight, man. I don't want to make it easy. I want to step up the ladder. So every time I get a chance to step up the competition and step up the ladder, I'll take the opportunity.
Yes, sir. Well, I'm sure I can't pronounce this guy's name either, but I think you're talking about Dennis Grachev or something like that.
Something like that, man.
Yeah, he's a light heavyweight. What weight will you be fighting him at?
We're gonna fight at 168, man.
He's gonna come down.
And he's got to come down to 68. So if he comes down to 68, we'll get it on.
Okay. All right. And Vlad, this guy is 9-0 with 5 knockouts. He doesn't have much experience in boxing, but he's definitely a fighter. Like you said, he's the current kickboxing champion, and even has a couple MMA fights under his belt. What do you think his greatest strength might be, or what do you expect him to bring to the table next Saturday?
I know he's gonna come in shape. I know, anytime you get in with guys like that, like the last fight with Ken Connors, the kid will come in shape. I know he'll come in shape. I don't underestimate his boxing ability. The only thing is, I know the only thing I gotta do is make sure I come prepared. I come prepared. I come in shape. I come well skilled and well trained. That I come in there and be able to deal with anything.
Yeah. Okay.
That's it.
Yeah, that was gonna be my next question. Was how does that affect you mentally and physically when you're training for a specific fighter? And then that's boxing. In boxing, things happen where your opponent changes. So you may be training for the unknown fighter. You don't know who you might face, or how does that affect you? Even if you know who you're facing, there's still a change. How does that affect you?
Well, what we do in the gym, we train for whatever and whenever, and I think that's a great method of training that we and my coach put us through is just be prepared for anything. Because you never know. Sometimes you look at a film of a guy and you get in there with the guy and he's a complete different fighter. So we train for anything, and I think this was gonna overcome this adversity, and it's gonna come. It's gonna help me overcome this change of opponents and all the things that's going on right now. And I think it's gonna help me become victorious on the 6th.
Okay. So are you gonna go in there and try to knock him out, or is that something that you do period, you know, or you just go in there for the victory? If the knockout comes, it comes.
Yes. Well, when I'm gonna go in there, I'm gonna go in there and box him. When I'm going in and box him, I'm gonna carry on and fight like I usually fight. If the knockout comes, it comes. But if it don't, I'm not gonna go in there and chase for one.
Yeah, I hear you, man. Hey, usually when you try to chase it, you can come up short with that anyway. So
exactly.
That's cool. Hey, Champ, what's your weight like? Do you have a problem making weight, or what weight do you actually?
No, man. I'm at 167 right now as we're speaking. Today's is a week before the fight.
Okay.
A week before the fight, and I'm at 167. I sit comfortably at 167, 65. Just because the way I diet, I don't abuse myself with most guys are the week before the fight they're 5-10 pounds overweight. I try to maintain the weight. The most you see me walking around, I walk around at 170. And the reason for that, I follow my diet and throughout whether I have a fight or I don't have a fight, I follow my diet to the T and try to discipline my body and feed my body the right stuff to be prepared. Because I think when you start dieting down right 2 weeks or whatever before the fight to lose that weight and drain your body and take the water and all that stuff out of your body, it makes an effect on fight night. So I try to allow myself to have all I can have fight night, and then I think that's what doing that. I think it's with the right diets and maintaining my weight and being able to watch what I eat, and things like that. So and it's working because at this point I'm at 167 and I feel great.
All right, awesome. Hey, Vlad, I saw you ringside for the Berto versus Ortiz fight, but I never got the chance to ask you, what did you think of that fight?
Oh man, that was I call it a fight of the year.
Yeah.
Fight of the year, definitely. Fight of the year. It has to get the fight of the year. That was I don't think even Pacquiao Mosley would top that. Those guys went to war. I was really rooting for my man Paul. I'm talking about Paul. I was rooting for my Haitian boy there, and but came up short, man. He looked like he couldn't get off the blocks. He just he just didn't have it that night. Yeah,
he looked a little weak that night. It just wasn't his night.
No. Yeah. But I mean, the bigger man, the better man won that night. But I think it was definitely a war. You could see that both of those guys had heart, and both of those guys were they went in there and gave all they had, and it was a beautiful fight, man.
Absolutely. Okay, champ. Thanks again for coming on the show. I'll see you on fight night. Good luck to you, man. I'm sure you're gonna come away with the win, and as always, give the fans an exciting show. Fight fans, trust me, if you had the chance to see this fight live, get your tickets because you will get your money's worth. That's it for today's show. This is Carlos Cruz from InTheRingBoxing.com telling you to stay cool and educate yourself. Peace.